Hello, welcome to English Teacher Tim, where I help you learn English a little each day. Today, we are going to look at the phrasal verb stick with. It is a phrasal verb that means to stay with something, to keep doing or keep being with something, to persist, to persevere. We'll look a little bit more closely at it, but first, let's look at the meaning of the word stick. When I ask my students, what does the word stick mean? Almost always they say at first, it's like a stick from a tree, like a branch from a tree, right? Or like a stick of butter. Well, that's one meaning of the word stick, but it has a completely different meaning, and it has to do with glue or sticky things like this, right? So we take some glue, and I can put it on this piece of paper. And then I can put another piece of paper here, and I can stick them together. I used the glue to stick two pieces of paper together. The glue, if I got the glue on my fingers, then I would say, oh, the glue is sticky. It sticks to my fingers. I have some glue that is stuck, or that has stuck to my fingers because I touched it, right? So that is this idea of stick with this phrasal verb. And so let's look at how we use it. Let's begin with people. This is a really good example. We stick with people. Here we have a wonderful married couple, it looks like, and maybe he would say, my wife has stuck with me for 20 years. It's wonderful when married people stick with each other for a very long time, and they have a very good and loving relationship. It is important to invest in those kinds of relationships, to stick with them and to do them well. We can stick with friends, right? And a good friend will stick with you in good times or bad times. I hope that you have some friends that you stick with, and I hope you have some friends that really stick with you. We can stick with jobs or work, and this idea is that sometimes we don't want to stick with these things because they get very difficult, right? But let's look at this young man here. He's working, and maybe we can say the project was difficult, but he stuck with it, and he finished it. Okay, studying is difficult, but we need to stick with it if we're going to learn. Susan thought about leaving her teaching job, but she decided to stick with it. Teaching is a very, very difficult profession. It doesn't pay a lot for a lot of people, and sometimes they feel discouraged or they don't get the kind of thanks they had hoped for, and it's easy to want to leave this profession. So sometimes we really have to make our minds up, as we say, to really decide to stick with it, even though it is difficult. We can stick with habits or hobbies. He started a new exercise program, but he did not stick with it. Making a new good habit is a very difficult thing to stick with, isn't it? Whether it's, getting better exercise or eating better or waking up earlier in the morning or going to bed at a reasonable time, sometimes it is difficult to stick with these good habits. We could say playing the piano was difficult, as this young lady in the picture is playing the piano. But if you stick with it, you will succeed and you will sound very good. So she stuck with it, and it looks like she's doing very well. And you, my friend, must stick with learning English. Don't give up. It's important to stick with it, to do something in English every day. Now, it's important to know that stick with is usually a positive term. But if we say that I am stuck with, see, that's different. It is different to stick with somebody and to be stuck with somebody. That's a negative term. That means that that person is stuck on you and there's nothing you can do about it. So we're going to go over that one in a different video and give you a little bit of explanation for that. But I wanted you to know that the passive form of that, to be stuck with somebody, is actually a negative thing. Sometimes ideas or experiences will stick with us. I saw the Grand Canyon when I was young, and the beauty of that scene has stuck with me for all these years, has stuck with me all my life, right? So I hope that you have seen wonderful things that have really stuck with you. One idea we say from a conference that stuck with me was the importance of creativity in the workplace. You see, sometimes we get teaching experiences or learning experiences where things stick with us. I hope that some of what you see in my videos sticks with you as you are learning English. So see, information can stick with us and experiences can stick with us as well. So you try it. Here are some questions that you could try to answer on your own or answer with your English tutor. This would be a really great exercise for you. Who is a person that has stuck with you? Or can you think of something difficult that you stuck with and succeeded? You might also think about something that you decided not to stick with. Sometimes we take on projects or we start to do something and we realize this isn't for me, and that's okay. Sometimes it's all right not to stick with something. What is something that your mother or father or some other adult said to you when you were a child that has stuck with you all these years? They probably gave you some good advice, I hope they did, that stuck with you and remains with you and keeps giving you that same advice in your mind even today. Well, I hope that this video has been helpful for you. Please make sure to visit my website, EnglishTeacherTim.com. There is a blog there that you can read. Also, and this is even more important, come out to Facebook and find me at English Teacher Tim. If you join my English conversation group, I will let you in and you can get a little bit of extra English help every single day. Make sure to like, subscribe, or press the alert button on this video so that you can know when I produce more YouTube videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that English sticks with you, and I hope that this video series can be part of that journey. Have a great day.